So this is a ghost run of American Consumption. Let's go to Navy Pier.
Sam, the kidnappers have been in contact with Chicago PD.
Demands?
Negative. The only thing they want is to make sure the police steer clear of the area.
Why take hostages if you don't want anything?
Could be in over their heads. This might not be the engineers, Sam. Dallas is still a primary for half the agency.
Timer's at 0. We're not turning back now.
So I think this is the first campaign mission that's actually kind of difficult to ghost. Especially as it goes on, it gets trickier. This first room is no cakewalk, though. It's a big room, there's lots of men in it. But there are lots of shadows, too, because unlike the other two missions in the campaign so far, this one takes place at night. There is a pretty quick path through this room, involving Sam materializing a coat hanger out of thin air and sliding down here. There's a lot of cover on this part of the room, which is why I'm using it. And lots of shadows, too. It's going to cut through all this Christmas crap and head towards the objective marker. Fortunately, there aren't too many guys in this part of the room, at least not yet. There will be a lot more coming up, though, because they're kind of crowded around the door we need to go through. Just take it nice and slow. Nice and quiet. Sneak past this bomb here. Oh, it's okay. Now we have to wait for a little bit, because there's some guys in the way.
What's taking them so long? Don't know, don't care. Whenever they get here, I'm ready. You know what? I think they're scared of us, man. They should be scared. We are locked and loaded. Goddamn SWAT. Can't wait to cap me one of them. They're all going down. Pop, just like that. Oh, yeah.
So when I was practicing this, my game plan would be to wait for that guy to leave down there, go hide by that box, and just go through the door when no one's looking. But that was kind of inconsistent. It would work most of the time, but sometimes it just... it's got some unnecessary levels of risk in it, so we're going to go an alternate route than I'd usually take. Just got to get into position first, because this guy who's walking away, he will come back to this spot, so we're going to just hide by this box and let him do that. Because you see, over there behind the door, there's some sort of a scaffold and a vent. We're going to go in there and take a route that takes a little more time, but it should be a little safer overall. Could just try to go for the door right now, but always feels very risky going into all that light. All these guys. Gotta wait for the right second to do that, and not do that though. Let's go over here and see where we can go through this vent. She'll take you right into a little storage closet. I didn't even know about this until this run right here, actually. But I like this path a lot more because there's a height too. So you could actually go right above the door and just wait above it for the guys to leave and then just go right through it. It's so much safer than the other way. I love it. It only takes an extra, like, 5 seconds to do this path, too. So something that I did not realize somehow, after playing this game for months, is that once the game scores you for enemies, the enemies vanish.
Grim, I'm leaving the festival hall.
Watch the triangles. They're gone.
Sign of the hostages?
No, just untrained idiots.
Did not realize that, but now I do.
Still think this is a Blacklist attack?
At least I think that's what's going on there. It's just removing the guys. Because they don't need to be in the level anymore, so, I mean, I'm just assuming here. It kind of makes sense. There's a vent hiding in the corner of this room. Let's just get over there real quick. Oh, it's fine. Completely fine. Let's head through this vent. Vents are going to be a recurring theme in this run. And we have this gentleman here. Let's wait for his patrol to reset, because we want to go into this room he's going to be coming into right now, and pop into a vent directly to the right of this one. Another vent in the room opposite this one, that one you get into through the locker room, but I prefer this one. This one is a little safer, a little easier to get to the other vent from this one. Alright, here we go. Just gonna leave these open, because he's a dummy. He won't see this. There's not anything suspicious about some vents being open. Maybe they're cleaning for rats. You never know.
I hear civilians.
Copy, Sam.
So hey, here's a room that makes no sense to Ghost.
I can explain it to you.
Let's just leave all these hostage-taking bad guys conscious and alive. Let's just do that. Nothing wrong with that at all. There's a guy coming right now. As soon as he stops, he's going to turn, and we can get right past this wide open spot. Here we go. Just keep sticking out to the perimeter of this room. There's all these nice pipes to hide behind. There's a guy here who should start talking, and if he does, we can hop over this pipe here and wait. Alright, here we go.
You do exactly what I tell you to do. You want to die? You pretend to be a hero. You play hero, you know what happens? You die, and you die, and you die, and you die, because I'm gonna kill every single fucking one of you if I have to. Anyone still want to be a hero? Or is that C4 we strapped you getting a little heavy? Yeah, yeah, I thought it might be. So you all just stay there and don't talk and don't fucking move, or I end you. All of you.
Yeah, should definitely leave these guys alive. Absolutely. So, we're just waiting for everybody to look away, because then we can just walk over here. Hey, hostages, how's it going? We'll see ya.
The strap is C4 and crowding a tunnel.
That's convenient.
I'm heading down.
What about the hostages?
No time. We need to figure out what's really happening here. Now.
We can't just leave them there.
Bombs are wireless. Can we jam them?
Briggs, can you jam the frequency from the chopper?
Countermeasures can block the signal, at least until our fuel runs out.
So when I was practicing this room, every single run was really ugly. If you go down, you get spotted by the guys at the end of the hallway. If you go up, you can jump over the waist-high cover just off to the right, where that light is, but it's light over there. It takes a lot of waiting. But if you jump over right here, it's so much better. So this guy should eventually walk to the end of this little hallway and leave, and that'll give us enough time to tail him and then just sprint down the hallway. If everything goes according to plan, which it totally will! Everything's been going according to plan so far, hasn't it? And here he goes, and wait, what? What? Why did you do that? This man is not doing what he's supposed to do. And I don't like things that are different. You gotta do the same patrol you've done every single time, because you're supposed to. There. Get your ass out of my hallway. So it's important to not get spotted at all doing any of this, because the whole point of this part is that no one's looking down this hallway, and now there's a guy looking down the hallway. And you don't have all the time in the world. You gotta get out of here before they start turning around. We gotta really hustle here. Because, yep, he just turned around just now. Don't have all the time.
Okay, Sam,
Gotta be fast.
an old sewage tunnel. It looks like it heads toward...
I'll tell you.
Grim?
We heard it all, Sam.
So this room coming up is infuriating. It's easy as hell, but the end of it just baffles me, and I don't get it. It was so strange when I was practicing. So this is the room that introduces these little drone dudes. and their operators, who are amazingly terrible people. But this room is really easy because it has this raised area here. You can just stay up there, and you're completely hidden from everything. Oh. As long as you don't go too fast. If you go too fast, dudes will hear you, and then you'll potentially mess up their patrols. And that's not good. I want these guys to do what they're supposed to do when they're supposed to do it. Let's just take our sweet time. At the end here, you see we have a problem. There's a man, and the exit is bright as hell. So here's the problem with this guy. I don't understand why this is, but if you walk out of the room, he sees you. If you run out of the room, he does not see you. I swear, every time I ran out, didn't see me. Every time I walked, he saw me. I can't explain this at all. I really can't. I don't know. See, I'm gonna run, and he's not gonna see me. Just watch. There you go.
Sam,
I don't get it. It's weird.
Why?
The flash drive. It's using a variant of DES military-grade encryption protocols. It's a direct match to the encryption used by Sadiq and Mirawa.
Good work, Charlie.
So there's a guy up here, and he's kind of weird, because if you restart a checkpoint, you spawn where he is, and he's not there. But you still get credit for getting past him, even though he's missing. I don't understand that, but whatever. Because there's 4 guys in this area. There's him, and there's 3 other guys in the building up ahead. And you get credit for all 4 even if you restart and he's not there. So it's weird, but whatever. Not these 4 guys. Those are the 4 guys from the previous area. You gotta be careful here, because sometimes there's a man coming down
There's roof access if you can get up there.
this area up ahead. Right here. He always gets me because I'm dumb. Man, if only Sam had some kind of, I don't know, goggles I could let him see in the dark. That'd be really helpful. So these 2 guys can do a couple things. Sometimes they'll just stand there like this, but sometimes they'll stand there and have a conversation. I prefer the conversation because you know they're not going to leave until they finish it. But when they're just standing there, I don't know when they're going to stop just standing there and start walking around. I like knowing what the guards are going to do. I want the guard patrols to be exactly the same every single time. I don't want them to be different at all. Because that would make the game so much more fun, is fixed patrols. Should go back to that from the previous Splinter Cell games. Now this room is very specific.
Take out on the plant's security.
It's not just the security, it's all the systems. I'm gonna have to unhack their hack to open that door, or you're not getting to the gunk they're putting in the water.
Work fast.
Got it. You're good to go, Sam.
So we need some very specific events to happen. This guy here needs to go to the other side of the room. And his buddy needs to be standing where he is in front of that little panel on the door. If he's standing there and his friend's on the other side of the room, we can sneak out of here. And they always do that. It's just a matter of waiting. Took me a while to figure that out too, but it totally works every single time. I've tried it. Just wait. Now he's going to turn around and face the hallway, but he's going to turn back and face the exit. And his buddy should go over to the panel. There he goes. Let's get into position. We're just going to go right through the door. Right now. We can just leave it open again, because those guys will stop existing in a second.
Sam, they're pumping bio.
There they go.
2 locations.
Now this part is tricky to do properly. You gotta be fast. If you dawdle, the timing will get all screwed
Before
up.
the levels in the water hit critical.
The timing on the guards that are semi-randomized and where they go will get screwed up. So we gotta disable the 2 devices. We're gonna do B first, because it's just, that's the way you should do it. You should do B first. Now there's a couple things that usually happen. Usually there's a guy here. Usually he will be walking away. He is this time. Sometimes he's not. Usually there will be another guy who will be at the corner of the area up ahead. He is there, I can see him. And he is going to come down the pathway towards me, so I gotta be fast. And there's always a heavy in front of the device. Now, when the heavy leaves, you gotta go for it. And you gotta be careful when you're pressing the button, because you might climb over the ledge and waste precious time. And that guy is coming right now. Gotta leave.
Offline. Charlie, how's the valve looking?
I don't know. The guy's good. Keeps locking me out, but I got a few more tricks up my...
Clear out of here. So A is tricky. It's very tricky to do that one, like, well and quickly. Because you gotta get in and out. Because you don't want to miss the timing for B. I'm doing this wrong. You don't want to miss the timing for A. Because A is really easy to do as soon as you get there. As long as you get there quickly. So like B, A has a heavy guarding it. But A is in a much more convenient location to sneak up to. Now, there's another guy on the catwalk above. And we're here just in time. He's going to leave and not be looking at it. And the heavy is also going to walk away. And we'll have a perfect chance to disable it. Let's let him get a little further first. This took so long to figure out, you don't even realize. But this consistently works, usually. I think. As long as you get, you get kind of lucky with the guards for B. Sometimes you don't. But usually they're in good enough locations that you can do this.
I've unlocked the manual override. Get there and you can shut it by hand.
On my way.
This last part's really easy though, because there's just one guy here. He's got a buddy, but that guy is kind of leaving. So he's not going to be a problem. And this guy, his patrol has never changed, ever. He always checks the door, then just walks away. You just gotta wait for his ass. And once you get in the door, you can just immediately finish the mission. And not even worry about anything, because once you get in there, you're done, you're good. Wait, what? What? You guys saw that, right? Whatever. I don't even care when this game acts weird anymore.
Facility contained.
I think we can officially call American consumption a failure. Good work, Sam. Now let's get you out of there. Briggs?
Chopper's on the ground. Let's go.
That is American consumption. It is pretty neat mission, I guess. It's got some tricky parts, but hey, it all worked out in the end.
Our payment just cleared.